Jets general manager Mike Maccagnan has not given up on Christian Hackenberg. The book on Christian is not closed. He's only 22 years old, Maccagnan said Tuesday in Florham Park during his end-off-season meeting with reporters. He's made progress, made development. This is going to be a good off-season for him. We're kind of excited to see how he does with a second year in this system, and he's going to have an opportunity in training camp to go out and play again. Maccagnan spent a sizable chunk of his 30-plus minute interview session discussing Hackenberg. And for good reason. Hackenberg, whom Maccagnan selected in the second round of the 2016 draft, finished his second full season this past weekend and has yet to take a regular season snap. He's one of 3 quarterbacks taken in the first 2 rounds in the Super Bowl era since 1967 to not see the field in his first 2 seasons. So it's fair for many to wonder how much progress Hackenberg has actually made. He works very hard, and there's areas that he's actually improved upon, and, of course, in time, he's going to get the opportunity to go perform on the field, Maccagnan said. I think we kind of have a feel for him internally, but he'll get his opportunities going forward. Maccagnan doubled down on his stance from earlier this season, saying he's not necessarily disappointed in Hackenberg's snail space development. Maccagnan used the phrase only 22 years old 5 times when talking about Hackenberg, who turns 23 on Valentine's Day. Matty Meyer Getty Images players develop at different paces, Maccagnan said. I don't think his final chapter has been written yet. Still, Maccagnan would not commit when asked directly if Hackenberg would be on the roster next season. I'm not necessarily speculating what our final roster is going to be, Maccagnan said. There's a lot of things to be done before we get to that point in time. Maccagnan also refused to address if he believes it was a mistake to take Hackenberg in the second round. You make a decision as an organization, Maccagnan said. You move forward. As the Daily News reported in August, Maccagnan reached to select Hackenberg when some at one Jets drive wanted to wait. Jeff Zelevan Sky Getty Images with any player, you look at their potential. But there is always an unknown of how fast they're going to potentially reach that, Maccagnan said Tuesday. You want every player to come in and perform at their potential immediately, but this league is not actually built that way. So sometimes players develop at different paces, different ways, and again, he's a very young player. He's only 22 years old. So I think there's still potential in him. There seemed to be a perfect opportunity for Hackenberg to finally earn regular season action at the end of this season, after starter Josh McCown went down with a broken hand in Week 14. Bryce Petty started under center in Week 15 and 16, but heading into the season finale of the Patriots, Todd Bowles hinted that Hackenberg could replace Petty at some point during the game. Of course, that didn't happen. When asked about the decision Tuesday, Maccagnan deferred to Bowles, who has full authority over game day playing time. Todd has always had the ability to determine who to play. And when the players are ready, he'll play them, Maccagnan said.